So weird. I just uploaded. I just recorded and was about to upload today's video, and it just wasn't processed, and I just couldn't play it back, which has never happened, and it was a very sort of deep one, very real one, and that's crazy how I don't know. I just feel like something doesn't want this word out, so I'm just gonna keep at it. So on my run, it just occurred to me about the word throne and sort of an instant etymology eureka moment. It was like throne means three in one essence. Throne. And I was thinking about regardless if it's monotheism, polytheism, or even just hierarchies in the world, we put the highest authority on the throne. The highest authority on the throne. And what does that word even mean? It's so obvious. It means three in one. The throne. Okay, that was a word for the run that happened in the run. And then later on, after I showered, I was just thinking about why I'm still here. Doing these videos, going for the run every morning. Why I haven't quit my job yet, even though I've faced a lot of resistance there. The first video I ever made on this channel was today I was going to quit my job. And how ever since I've come to know Jesus, like it's like I'm being transformed. Like, I was a very flaky person, insecure, and whenever I felt like I wasn't meeting expectations, whether that's expectations, outwardly placed expectations, or expectations I impose on myself, which are either of those. Whenever I felt like I was gonna fall short, and I have like this sense of impending rejection, like in the air, when I feel like I'm sort of drifting away, or like being facing resistance, basically resistance preceding a rejection. I face some resistance, and I extrapolate that into like some looming rejection on the horizon, and then whenever that feeling comes up, I'm just like, okay, I'm out of here. Like, it's like I cannot face rejection. Like, I would die if I was rejected. That's how it felt, It's like that would be just the death of me. And I couldn't face myself, and I just had like such abysmal sense of self-worth. It's like So this happened with every attempt I made at getting a higher education, college, university, jobs. Whenever I mean, whenever I felt like a resistance, or I mean, you can't ever be fully accepted by humans. Human love is conditional, right? It's give and take, or like a fam- a f- a- it's born out of a familiarity, or like a give and take, or like a physical attraction. That's human love. Um, and so when I found myself, I mean, even with your parents and your family, like people say, um, parents have unconditional love for their children, and maybe that's the closest you can get to unconditional on a human plane. Um, yeah, but it's still conditional. It's no use to sort of skirt around the fact that there are favorites, there are preferences, uh, you know, there is resentment there, there is reproach there, but there's also immense love, you know, unconditional in some sense. It's like very not unconditional, but very little, as unconditional as you can get, you know, in a human heart. But what I was trying to say is, ever since I came to know Jesus, he was rejected over and over and over and over and over and over again, and he's just loved. He just kept loving everyone who rejected him, and they rejected him until they basically killed him. That's how much they rejected him, and he's just like, I love you. And he even conquered death, time, and sin. That's how much he loved everyone who rejected him. And he was like, forgive them, they know not what they do. So yeah, that's unconditional. And if Jesus can face rejection, then if Jesus can face that extent of rejection, then what's just getting fired from a job, or what's being told I don't like you, or all these things I thought were the end of the world for me. Like, what is that compared to the cross, right? Jesus is so good. So I'm still here. I'm still here. And if there is rejection, I'm just going to look it in the face, look it in the eye, and take it as a sign that it's time to move on. It's simple as that. All things work together for the ultimate good, and the ultimate good is glory to His name. Lord Jesus Christ, Lord of Lords, King of Kings, unto the Father of lights, who in Him there is no turning, shadow, or darkness.